it's quite a dramatic impact on job displacement across the entire world. And according to a McKinsey studies, as much as 800 million jobs will be replaced due to automation by 2030. And that's about 50% of the global workforce. And also the International Monetary Fund, they claim that 40% of the global employment is actually exposed to AI, that including both low-skilled and highly skilled jobs. There are large losses in those traditional sectors, factory, commerce, and it's very naturally to see that firms reacted naturally to adopt to new technology, because in that way they could increase the productivity and efficiency and to reduce costs. So in this transition process, new jobs are created. So it's very naturally to see that the fastest growing job, it's definitely AI and machine learning related area. And some reports said there is a possible expansion 40% in this area of work. And there are some studies shows that AI could contribute to more than $15 trillion to the global economy by 2030. But I wanted to say that when you look at the effect of AI on economy, it's not so easy and straightforward, and it's very complex. So because on the one hand, the automation can make increased productivity, which could eventually increase economic growth. But on the other hand, it will lead to job displacement. And this will, in general, also reduce aggregate consumption and income. There are studies showing that the ratio of the jobs that is replaced to jobs that are created, it's in the ratio of 10 to 1. So we see much more people are replaced by the AI than people who gain in new works. So for those who are impacted negatively in their career development, there are different possibilities, and the most likely possibility is that they will just be simply unemployed. There is definitely an increased poverty and inequality, because those people who are most likely to be displaced by automation are those who are already in the low paid and low-skilled jobs, and we'll see that they will become even poorer. So there's increased poverty and inequality. And as long as these people become more actually frustrated in their drastically decreasing economic situation, they will contribute to increased social unrest and also increased political polarization, because also the gap between the rich and the poor becomes wider, and then the risk of increased political polarization. And as I mentioned before, there might be a decline of democracy as well. I think people might be more likely to support even authoritarian leaders who might promise to have a better order and better jobs and stability. Vulnerable groups, they need support from the government. I think AI in general, I think it's double-sided. So it has both positive and negative impact. But I think if we could look more positively, we could also prepare those people and also prepare future labor force to be a better labor force for the future AI development.